Hi, good day everyone. I am Nadisha Piris and a member of member of our institution incident response team. And today I am here to actually go through our strategy for responding recent ransomware attack with specific reference to ISO 2001 Annex 1. Annex 16, which focuses on information security incident management. We will also brief touch on relevant supporting controllers where appropriate. As you all know, currently we had a worst ransomware attack, and we didn't have proper incident response planning and how to mitigate and how to respond quickly to rescue from these kind of attacks. So that's why I am today here to discuss briefly about these things. And mainly, in March, end of the March, our main Sri Lankan bank called Kagis Bank affected with this kind of ransomware attack. The attackers name called International Ransomware Group, I think. And I will explain briefly what is the ransomware. Ransomware is kind of a the attackers use encryption mechanism to encrypt our data, and they ask ransom for decryption. Without that key, we are unable to decrypt our data. So this is the kind of a brief idea about what is ransomware. And let's move with the presentation. In background here, with rising cyber threats like ransomware and data breaches, organization must, as I mentioned, must have incident response strategy. ISO IEC 201 2001 27001 highlight this need through Annex A.16, which outline the best practices for detecting, responding to the incident and recovering from the security incident. This presentation actually I mentioned covers the core elements of effective ISO 2001 aligned incident response plan, focusing on containment, communication, access control, and business continuity. Apart from the ISO 27001, we have latest this incident response strategy that we call NIST 2.0, and we can use that one also. But our environment, I think we go with ISO 2001. Then move with chapter outlines. Here, actually, I mentioned the background and containment and isolation procedures, and internal communication protocols, access control measures, real-time threat detection systems, third-party software risk mitigation. We know we had with this kind of a ransomware attack with the supply chain management. That mean with our software that we purchase from outside vendor, and they have kind of a vulnerability attack. We got infected with their ransomware attack. And finally, I talk about ISO 27001 based incident response plan. And first thing, what is the first thing that we have to do when this kind of situation? And we don't need to pay the ransom. Unethical, illegal, and risky. We don't know if we give ransom for them, whether they give decryption key to our end or not. Otherwise, we ended up with financial loss as well as data lost. And we have to align with A.16 1.5, that is incident response to authorities. We have to inform this incident, report this incident to authorities, and we have to preserve this logs and other things for the forensics evidences. Then we can investigate, start and investigate the forensic evidence. And after that, we have engaged a legal, cyber, insurance, and security experts to give their ideas to recover from this kind of incidents. And we have to mainly activate our business continuity and disaster recovery plans. One best thing is continue our business continuity and disaster recovery plan. And internal communication protocols. Designated incident response coordinator manage the updates. Effective communication is essential during an incident. Coordinator should be appointed to manage updates. Senior leadership must brief regularly. Our IT teams appointed to manage updates, and needed details instruction for technical containment and recovery. We should engage with the third-party software vendor to investigate root cause, and corrective law enforcement and regulations must be informed as per the compliance obligations. Finally, we must prepare clear, accurate communication for our customers and public. That's the main thing. We have to inform them. And these are the access control measures, and enforce principle of least privileges. That's the best thing, to give least privileges to everyone. Implement multi-factor authentication. Utilize privilege access management. That's a PAM. We have to give access through the PAM, and regular access reviews and timely revocations, and log monitor access sensitive systems. And containment and isolation procedures for this kind of incidents. We have immediate disconnection of infected system. That's the main thing. We have to disconnect the infected systems from our network and segment network to lateral movements. Then we have to stop the lateral movements. Then that means the ransomware spreads we can further decrease, and we can avoid the further our servers get affected. And quarantine affected applications and endpoint. Restrict use access to critical systems temporarily. That's the main thing. We have to restrict the use access temporarily and initiate the backup restoration. And in here, in these situations, we don't have proper backups, and we have to make sure that we have to keep these backup. We have to maintain concurrent backup, and we have to create this backup in separate locations. That means separate kind of we can take it as a cloud, or we can take it as a kind of a server that's separate from our network. Then we can easily recover from these backups. Let's move further. And real-time threat detection system. We have now in this modernized world, we have kind of a real-time threat detection systems. The famous thing is deploy security information and event management. We call it as SIEM, and use endpoint detection response tools. That's called EDR. Behavior analytics for anomaly detection. So this kind anomaly detection is the best thing for ransomware attack, because it clearly can identify the anomalies in the networks. Integrate threat detection intelligence feeds. That's also main thing. Conduct periodic penetration testing and red teamings. Penetration testing is the best thing to avoid kind of this kind of incidents. And third-party software risk mitigation. We know we had this incident with third-party software, and these are the things that we have to follow. Enforce the code signing and version control. Use sandbox environment for testing updates. Conduct third-party security audits and due diligence, and require software bill of materials from vendors, and mandate regulatory vulnerability scans and reporting. These are the main things we have to follow. And ISO 27001 based incident response planning. We have to conduct regular tabletop and live fire exercises, define roles and escalation procedures clearly, integrate incident response with business continuity, post-incident reviews, update controls and plans. These are the main things that we have to follow. And time is getting up, and I have to conclude this meeting. And I think you got an idea about this incident response planning, and we must adhere with this process, and let's protect our company with the future attack, and let's continue our business. And I hope you all got an idea, and let's work together to achieve this one. Thank you.